How we doing, guys? My name is Will and I'm back with you here today. This is going to be my first episode of my early access spotlight series, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit of Project Automata, which is a indie game developed by one guy as far as I know. It was just greenlit on Steam, and I'll leave a link to that down in the description if you guys want to back it. They just had a Kickstarter, and as far as I know, that didn't go too well. But I will give a shout out to R Tycoon on Reddit, and that's how I found out about this game. And we're going to give it a go. So we're going to load up a new map here. We'll go with medium size. We'll just leave the random map seed there, and then I think my computer can handle a little bit of shadows. I'm running this game at 5% right now. Alright, we're going to give it a load up here. Alright, so this is the alpha build here. And it looks like we got 3 towns, and I'm actually pretty happy that they're all pretty close together. My first playthrough, they were all over the place. Alright, so the objective of this game is to essentially just make as much money as possible. And I haven't played this game in about a month or two, so it's going to be a little bit getting back used to it. There is a new... this is a new version since the one that I played, so might be a few new things coming in. Looks like we got some coming soons up here. So the easiest thing to do is you start off, you click these cities here. These are the goods that they want. These are the goods that they have. So, you know, product and demand. You want to give them what they want. They will pay you that amount of money. First thing we can do is, so we have here clothes, iron, and glass. So the easiest way to get started is to find someone who wants clothes, iron, or glass. And clothes, iron, and glass. Okay, so they don't want any of that. They have oil, tin cans, and chemicals. And he wants tin cans. Alright, so we can go to here. That is Rome that wants those. We go click on Madrid here. Click on destination. We'll tell them what we want. They want tin cans. Select a destination. We're going to send that to Rome. Alright, they're going to load up the truck here. And that's us buying it there for that price. That's why we lost a little bit of money there. And they're going to send these trucks down here to Rome. And when they get here, we'll speed it up just to show you real quick. They're going to drive it around here. I think we sent them 5 trucks at one time here. And as soon as they get here, they're going to buy that for hopefully more than we're selling it for. $4,827. Alright, so now we made about $8 grand for doing that. Not bad, it's a pretty good start. Alright, what else do we got up here? Rubber, cider, and office furniture is what they want. They want magazine, office furniture, metal, wood. And handbags, coal, wool, tin cans. Okay. Alright, so these guys are actually producing water. Somehow, I'm not sure how they're producing water. But that's going to be good for us because a lot of different things need water. So we got a little lumber mill here. So one of the things you can do is actually buy these lumber mills. You can buy it or rent it, or you can just build your own if you'd like. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build my own here. But first you kind of want to see what they want. So tin cans, coal, wool, handbags. So we can't really give them any of that right off the bat. What do they want? Magazines, office furniture, metal furniture, and wood. So this Berlin here does want wood. So let's go ahead and make a factory here. And oh no, we need a gatherer. That's what it is. And we're gonna make a lumberyard. So inside this circle is where we can build. And you can rotate with R. So we'll build that. Like right there. That seems good. And they're going to come over here. Little dump truck's going to build it for us. Need to build a road to it. So. And then we need to actually build the harvester unit itself. Which we can do by going into here. Build harvester. It's going to allow us to place these. So you do have to make a road to each one of these. And the green area is where they're going to be harvesting. We'll start with 2 there. And we'll build the roads. That. And then to here as well. Alright, so now we're going to be chopping down wood here. They're going to load up these trucks. The trucks are going to take it to this lumber mill. And once they take it to the lumber mill, we then have to deliver it somewhere to make some money. So the first place we can send it is this town over here, which is Berlin. So we'll send it there, and we'll start making a little bit of money. That's going to be the basics. So right there, we just made $4 grand, $4,500. And we're also going to put right next to this, so we're going to put our first factory down. And it's going to be a furniture factory. Rotate that again, and we're just going to put it like right there. Because these guys also want office furniture, which is going to be made in this building right here. So we're going to choose a recipe, and they want office furniture. This requires 3 wood and 3 steel. So we need to figure out how to get steel. Anybody selling steel? Alright. Selling iron ore. How do you get iron? How do you... I believe steel is iron and coal, if I'm correct. I have coal, right? He did not have... wants coal. Alright, so we're going to do something else. This is coal right here. We're going to gather this coal using a coal mine. So, just like that. Wait for them to build that. And same kind of process here. We're going to build the harvester. Rotate him around like that. Build another harvester. Harvester. Harvester's up. Alright, we're going to send this. Rome here wanted coal, right? So we'll send that to Rome 4 now. Destination. Send that to Rome just so we can start making a little bit of money from them. And we gotta connect these roads, that's what it's complaining about. Bulldoze that. Alright, so these are gonna start harvesting, they're gonna take it to here. And then those guys are going to drive that down here, and we're going to make a little bit of money. So, next thing we're going to need, I believe, is a refinery. Somewhere in here. Glassworks smelter. On. Must be the smelt. I'm going to assume it's... At least I hope so. Alright, so we're going to put this... We're going to go ahead and toss this one right here, I think. Nice and close to this. So we want to make steel, which requires iron ore and coal. So, and we're going to send our steel to the furniture factory. Alright, we're going to send coal to the glass and smelter. And we're going to send iron ore to the smelter. Alright. So we're buying iron ore for $780. We're going to be selling them office furniture for 10 grand. So obviously, ideally that's going to work out and make us quite a bit of money. Alright. Alright, now this guy's going to start stacking up here. You can see we're getting 5 steel already, so this guy's doing his job. And now we have to set this destination to have received wood. So doesn't have a whole lot of wood, but we're going to start sending some wood to the factory of furniture. So now I am sending some of this stuff multiple locations, so if I'm not able to keep anything here, which means I'm getting rid of it faster than I can produce it, that means you might need more harvesters. Alright, so he's going to start making furniture. Once we get 3 wood and 1 steel, he'll make 1 furniture, which is going to stack here. So we got to send that furniture over to, forgot it again, to Berlin. And he's going to grab that in one of these trucks, send it to the Berlin city center over here, and we just made 10 grand. So, since we are doing quite well here, building problem, no storage. Okay, yeah, so each building can only store so much, which is probably the coal mine. Yeah, the coal mine is overproducing a little bit. But what isn't overproducing here is our lumber yard. So we're going to go in here and we're going to build a couple more harvesters. Just to really crank up that wood production. Alright, and see it added another harvester there, and it's going to add one more. Oh, no, we only have 4. So that's all 4 of them there. Now we should be able to hold our lumber a little bit longer. And ideally, we want to make money. That's the whole point of this game, is to make money. That's essentially, at this point in time, all that we're really doing. Once again, this is just an alpha. It's a little demo of the full game to come out on Steam. I don't believe we have an actual release date yet. Alright, so what is Madrid needing? Ooh, Madrid also wants office furniture. So let's, okay, there was a problem with building over hills, so this could be an issue here. We can't build through that forest there, which is, yeah, they are gonna have to go actually all the way around the hill, unfortunately. Yeah, we do have some natural gas up here, but if I recall, no one wanted natural gas. We do have water down here, some more coal. We have oil there, it looks like. Oil. And we have iron up here. So we could actually harvest this iron, which theoretically would be cheaper than buying it. So we would be able to make actually even more money off of that as well. Slow this down just a little. And let's also send some office furniture. Not really producing it fast enough to do anything. Like, we could send them office furniture as well, but honestly this one's a lot closer and there isn't really a point to send the furniture all the way up there for the same price. Unless they were buying it for substantially more. 10,427 and 10,427, so they're actually buying it for the same price. There's no point in doing that. Now what we could do though is, so we could actually build metal furniture as well. We could build another furniture factory right here. How much were they offering? Who wanted metal furniture? You want metal furniture. So metal furniture is actually 10 grand as well, so that's a really good price as well. Alright, so I assume it's going to be steel again, so I'm actually going to build it over here this time. We're going to build another furniture factory. We're going to plop it right there. And speed it up. Wait for them to build that for me real quick. Specialize in metal furniture. That requires only 2 steel. So we're going to send some steel here to our furniture factory number 2 now. And he's going to make a metal furniture, and we're going to send this metal furniture back to Berlin right here. And we're just going to be making stupid money. Alright, our coal mine here is just killing it. Right, and we're actually low on coal right now. So it looks like they're actually sending a lot more coal to the actual town center. I wonder if this is the priority system. I wonder if the order here actually prioritizes. Let's actually clear that one. Clear that one as well. And we'll send it to smelter first, and a secondary to Berlin. Alright. And assign plus or minus. I believe this means more trucks. So if you're... yeah, there we go. See, now it's going down because we added some more trucks. Perfect. So now this is going to be getting a lot more coal now that we added those few more trucks. How's our lumberyard doing? Still doing good with the lumberyard. Let's add another. Right here. We built it over. We'll put it right there. Okay, is there anything else that we can do real quick? They want magazines. We're supplying those other 3 needs. Rome wants tin cans. They want coal as well. And handbags, wool, tin cans. Okay. These guys are actually supplying water, so one of the things that we could do is we could get that wool. Because I believe the only thing that a livestock farm actually requires is... Oh wait, no, they might need wheat. I'm not entirely sure, but we're going to find out here in a second. Where should I build this? Let's build it... Not really a whole lot of good places to build this. We'll build it right there. Alright, so here's our livestock farm, and we're going to choose sheep, which is going to give us wool. Alright, yep. Oh, they're going to give us meat for that as well. Alright, so we have to add some fields here. And we're going to need to send water from here. The Rome is going to send water, which they're producing somehow. And we're going to send that to my farm. We're buying the water at 120 a pop. And now we're stacking up the water there. Alright, next thing we need is wheat for that. So, like I said, game's all about supply and demand. This is going to need water as well. Rotate this. We'll put it there. Alright, build that up, and we are going to grow wheat, which only requires water. And we're going to send said wheat to the farm. So, can we increase trucks for this? Yes, we can. That means we're going to buy more water. We need to send more water over here to the farm. Oh, not the livestock farm. Doing that. It's crop farm. Okay. And now we can add some fields here. And add a couple fields. Just like that. And as soon as we get some water, it's going to start growing our fields. We got 4 fields, so they're all there. It's going to stack the wheat up, and then it's going to send the wheat over here to our livestock farm, which is then going to grow our sheep, produce wool. So we're then going to send that wool back to Rome, which is what they want. So, destination, wool, and go into Rome. So we're spending a lot of money right now, but as soon as we get these sheep up and running, we're actually going to be making quite a bit. We're spending a lot right now just to get the water there. Oh, that's not actually connected. Be a problem. Would explain why. There we go. That's what those little yellow arrows mean if you actually care to read them, like I didn't. So we'll connect that there just for ease of access. We've got quite a bit of iron ore down here as well. You want coal. Are we sending coal to these guys as well? No, we're not. Send coal to Rome, because they want coal as well. And since we're down to 0 coal, we're going to build a couple more harvesters. And as far as I know, it doesn't actually consume the resource itself, at least not at this point in the game. So honestly, we can just stack all these up around here. Okay, so you must be, yeah, so you can only have 5 per unit. So if I want to harvest more coal or need more coal, I have to build another coal mine. But there we go, just like that. So there we go, we're going to be amping up our coal production once again. And if we click here, it's going to tell us how much exactly we're spending on everything. So this month we spent 102,000, and it's climbing because of our maintenance costs and our building upkeep. And this is how much income we've actually made. So we've made 115 grand this month. There we go, a month just rolled over. That's how much we're making, how much we're spending. So hopefully this should help once we start getting some sheep in here. And we're going to be sending that sheep over to our... over here. We're going to sell that wool for 1,300 a pop. That's not too terrible, because we're buying the water for only 120. And what I could do as well is I could just build a water pump here if I really wanted to. There we go, now we're making some money. So it looks like we actually are going to eclipse, maybe not. We're at 25th of May, date's down here, year 3, 27. And we're making about, there we go, we're actually in the green now. We made about 14,000 last month. What I would like to see out of this game is this tab expanded a little bit. At this point, it doesn't actually seem like you get a whole lot of information. Maybe that's going to be these overlays here that's coming soon, I'm not entirely sure. But at this point in time, as soon as it hits 31, you don't actually have any way to track your total earnings for the previous month. So like, once if it says 14 grand here, then it hits day 1, it just goes back to this huge negative number, which then you have to build against. Which is fine, but I would like a, you know, some way to keep track of that, some graphs that show me how much I'm making per month, and, you know, give me tips on what I can and can't do to increase how much I'm making, to optimize my stuff. Am I spending too much time driving here? It's more beneficial to build something here than to just drive it all the way here, stuff like that. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. They want cider. Cider comes from apple orchards, I believe. That would make sense. But I'd have to buy water to get the apple orchard. Got a lumber yard here as well. That's the other thing. You can rent out these lumber yards, and then you just pay the rent cost, and then you get all the profit from it. Or you can just buy it outright. But at this point, I don't know how. You know, it's hard to tell which one is more beneficial. It's more beneficial to rent it and pay the $7,200 every month, or if it's more beneficial to, you know, just buy it outright, or if it's more beneficial to just build one yourself. You know, because a tree harvester place, lumberyard, is $125,000. So the lumberyard is $150,000 plus the cost of one harvester. You know, is it actually cheaper? No, I'm not entirely sure. I guess that's something that needs to be. But see, what's interesting to me is that the surpluses never change. So, for example, we have this gas plant here. Why would I ever buy this gas plant? There's no reason for me to ever buy this gas plant if none of my 3 cities here ever require gas. But shouldn't this gas plant have some kind of impact on their surplus? If they're receiving the gas but not buying it, or not selling it rather, you know, shouldn't I think that should be down there, and I'm not sure why. There needs to be some incentive past this point in the game. I think that's his major hurdle right now, is that once you get to a certain point, you know, sure I could optimize stuff, but, you know, what else do I do? There needs to be something else to do. And replayability is definitely a big issue for this game, because once you've done it in one city, you've done it kind of in all of them. And I really love this style of game. I love the artwork about it. I love its idea. I love the concept. But it just needs a little bit more, and I'm not sure what that more is, but, you know, it needs something, right? Making a decent amount of money here. Our money's staying about the same. We're not doing too much here. So I guess one of the biggest things is I could start producing iron ore. Instead of buying it for $780 a piece, I could come down here. The city, or you know, the road's already built for me for some reason. I guess we can build an iron mine. And wait for them to come here. But see, but here's one of those other questions that I have that I really have no way of telling. Is it cheaper to buy it from here, or is it cheaper to build this way the hell out here, and then drive it 400 miles all the way to my smelter here? Like, you know, you just don't know. That's one of these things, like, I could I should probably turn down this guy a little bit. I could probably save a little bit of money by reducing the amount of trucks I'm sending. We'll turn this back down to 5. I don't really need that much water there at all times. That's a little bit unnecessary. But then, like, we have these byproducts. We need something to do with these byproducts. So if none of my places are buying meat or meat-related products, so he doesn't want meat. He doesn't want meat. And he doesn't want meat. Like, what do I do with that? There needs to be something, you know, I need to be able to wholesale that meat, even if it's at, you know, a drastically reduced cost or something, you know? That would be helpful. Another little way to make some money. Alright, we're gonna build a harvester. Put it right there, build another harvester. And build another harvester. We'll put 3 harvesters up. I'm gonna send this to my factory, my glasswork and smelter factory. And we're gonna stop buying from Berlin here because I feel like I'm getting ripped off a little bit. Berlin, Destiny. Quit sending it. Wait, listen. Now I'm not sending it. So, still producing quite a bit of steel here. Coming here. Building some cool stuff. Wood is struggling. I'm not being able to produce enough wood here. Still a little slow, so I could build another lumber mill to get that wood production. Got quite a bit of iron coming through now. Gonna increase these trucks. Get rid of some of the iron. See, that's the problem. Even with only 3, we're maxed out here. Once we're maxed out at 30, they're gonna stop harvesting. See, 30, stop. And that's because this drive is so long to get them all the way over here. Yeah, that'll help it a little bit. Much. Alright, getting towards the end of the month here. See if we can make a little bit of money. See, we got 3 days left. Yep, 4 grand, 5 grand, 7 grand. Made about 8 grand before the month ended. That's not too bad. But you know, the whole idea behind this game is to, you know, to make everything automated. And I like the idea. Just needs, you know, a little bit of something else. Just needs something else. This is just telling us that our thing is full right now. We have the max amount of trucks. There's nothing we can really do. We're getting plenty of coal, plenty of iron here still. That should be saving us a little bit of money. That next thing we can do is, you know, build, take our trees and send our trees to a factory here, to a paper mill, and we can turn that paper into magazines. We can sell magazines. They're buying for pretty high, 13,000. You know, we can do stuff like that. Handbags, you know, tin cans. You turn the tin into cans. You know, fairly self-explanatory. What are you still buying from this guy? Buying tin, right? Because he's buying tin. He's buying it for 48.28, and we're 30,000 or 30,000. Wow, 3,090. So we're making about $1 grand there. You know, and you could do little stuff, you know, but now if I'm fulfilling all the needs, like the only thing I need for this guy is magazines. That's all he needs. You know, and the only thing this guy needs is going to be handbags. You know, so once I fulfill those 2 needs, which aren't going to take long, you know, 2-3 more factories, there's not a whole lot else to do. And that's that little bit extra that this game is. But, I mean, if you want to play around with it, it is still quite fun. Like I said, I mean, we're about 30 minutes in now, and there's not a whole lot to do. And obviously this is a small map. So you could be playing on one of the larger maps, and then it gives you like 5 cities or 6 cities instead of the 3. You can play around with that, and it's the same thing, just on a larger scale. You know, it looks like eventually the populations can change, and you're going to be, wanting more of these. But I think you should be able to actually fulfill these, because as far as I know, you can't fulfill these. If once I send them enough office furniture, per month or whatever, I think that need should change to something else. Then I can continue selling it to them. And you also need a way to, sell. As far as I know, you can't, like if I send this meat, I'll send the meat to Rome right here. I don't even know if 1300, 62. Maybe they do buy it. But I'd like a tooltip at least telling me that they're buying it and for what price. Okay, because I'm sending them wheat. Or no, I'm sending them wool, which they're buying wool from me. 1313. So that's probably that 1312 and a half. So maybe they are buying it for 500. Okay, so that's actually good to know. I didn't realize that before, but yeah, definitely a tooltip or something to tell me that, especially when I have that much sitting there and I don't know how. Yeah, that's good to know. I did not know that. That's good. So it looks like they will buy byproducts. But something to tell me how much it's worth. Who's gonna buy it from the most from me? Which I don't think they honestly vary that much. But anyways, this is Project Automata. I think that's how you say it. This is the pre-alpha demo. If you like it, I will link to their website, which is where you can download it. It is completely free right now for this alpha demo. The game will be coming out on Steam pretty soon. I doubt it'll be free on there, but hopefully not too expensive. If you want to pick it up, check it out at their website. I'll link to the Steam Greenlight page if you want to follow it on there and give it a thumbs up or back it or whatever you do on Steam Greenlight. And that's it for this video. This is going to wrap up my early access spotlight for tonight. If you like my content, like what I did here tonight, I'm going to be reviewing some more early access games here pretty soon. Give me a subscribe here on YouTube. Thumbs up the video if you like it. And follow me over on Twitch. I'll link that in the description as well. Watch me play some games like this one. And I'm playing Battlefield right now. Call of Duty just came out. Might hit up Titanfall 2 a little bit later. I also play a lot of different indie and management type games. New Roller Coaster Tycoon is coming out. Or not Roller Coaster, it's by the developers of Roller Coaster Tycoon. Planet Coaster is coming out the 9th. I will be playing that quite a bit. I'm going to do a full playthrough series on that. So keep your eyes peeled for that. That's going to be it for tonight, guys. You guys have a good night. Thanks for watching, and enjoy.